Early this morning, Melbourne time, the Australian-born Mary Donaldson became Queen of Denmark as her husband Frederik replaced his mother to become King Frederik X. They sealed it with a kiss in front of a crowd estimated 100,000. The King got quite emotional, wiped away a tear, and he promised Danes to do what kings should do: unite.
At blive en samlende konge er i morgen. Det er en opgave, jeg har nærmet mig hele mit liv. Det er et ansvar, jeg tager på mig med respekt, stolthed og stor glæde.
I see many Australians, especially Tasmanians, loving the idea that even one of us can rise to royalty.
Good luck to her. Good on her.
Good on her.
Good on him. Yeah.
Good on her.
Oh, it's wonderful. Finally, an Australian on a throne somewhere.
He seems quite at home.
Good day and steady yourself, because Denmark's New Year did not just begin with fireworks, it began with fallout. A long-standing royal tradition quietly adjusted, and suddenly the nation found itself asking a very loud question. When did the Danish monarchy decide to rewrite the rulebook? Before we march straight into this controversy, do not wander off like a misplaced ceremonial sword. Subscribe to Royal News Daily and click the notifications bell icon. Because when traditions shift, the shockwaves echo well beyond the palace gates. Now, let's paint the picture. New Year's celebrations in Denmark are steeped in symbolism, precision, continuity, the kind of ritual that reassures people that while the calendar flips, the foundations stay solid. For decades, the military has played a visible ceremonial role, representing duty, defense, and national unity. And then suddenly they did not. The absence was quiet but unmistakable. No traditional military presence in its usual form. No familiar ceremonial cues. And for many Danes, that silence was deafening. Critics were quick to react. Commentators questioned whether this was a deliberate distancing from tradition or an ill-timed attempt at modernization. In a world already feeling uncertain, the monarchy had removed one of its most reassuring visual anchors. And people noticed. Transition with me here. Imagine arriving at your favorite annual celebration only to find half the rituals missing. The food is there. The people are there. But something essential feels off. That was the mood across Denmark. Supporters of a change argued that traditions evolve, that ceremonial roles do not define national strength, that the monarchy must reflect modern values rather than cling to the past. All fair points. But critics fired back with a sharper question. Why now? Timing is everything in royal life. With King Frederik still establishing his presence and the monarchy navigating post-Margarett expectations, this felt, to some, like unnecessary disruption. Not offensive, just unsettling. And unsettling is dangerous territory for institutions built on stability. This decision also reopened a deeper debate about the relationship between the monarchy and the armed forces. The military is not just ceremonial decoration. It is a symbol of service and sacrifice. Removing it from such a visible national moment was seen by some as diminishing that connection. Transitioning to the palace response, or rather the lack of one, we see a familiar pattern. No dramatic announcement, no detailed explanation, just a quiet adjustment and an assumption that the public would accept it. But assumptions, as history shows, are rarely a royal friend. Social commentary quickly filled the gap. Was this cost-cutting? Rebranding? A signal of changing priorities? Without clear answers, speculation ran wild, and outrage found room to grow. And here is the paradox. The change may have been small in practice, but symbolism does not measure itself in size. It measures impact. And this adjustment hit a nerve precisely because it touched something emotional rather than practical. The Danish monarchy has long thrived on its balance of tradition and approachability. Disrupting one side of that equation risks tilting the whole structure, not collapsing it, but shaking confidence. As we look ahead, the real test will be how the royal family handles future ceremonies. Will this become the new normal? Or will tradition quietly return once the dust settles? Because once a ritual disappears, bringing it back is never as simple as restoring a chair to its place. This moment serves as a reminder. In monarchy, what you remove matters just as much as what you introduce. And when silence replaces symbolism, people start filling the gaps with their own conclusions. Thank you for watching Royal News Daily.